What up, players? WarbossTae up in this mug. Welcome to a video for Spookytoberfest. Happy Halloween, everybody. It is the 31st of October, and we made it to the end of the month. So for everybody who participated in this year's Spookytoberfest challenge, welcome to the finish line. We did it, and I hope you've gotten all of your deadlines met and all of your projects finished. I wanted to show you two side projects that I've been working on alongside the Dread Fleet and the Big Orc Commission and the Iron Hands Commission, which I also have yet to show you. But these are headed off to the client today, so I've been working on them kind of in the background, and I wanted you to see how they look. So the first it's an Isabella von Karststein model, and I painted pretty much following the color scheme I used for the first Isabella von Karststein model, and you can see some better pictures. A couple of my lights went out, so there's a little bit more shadow than I would like. But you can see some better pictures on my Facebook, WarbossTae, and on my Twitter at WarbossTae. But I pretty much followed the basic color scheme using the new Citadel colors. And I found that actually using Rakarth Flesh for her skin makes it a lot easier than the old Deneb Stone did, because Deneb Stone was a little bit more white. So when I had to separate the skin color from the hair color, basically all I did was paint her skin and her face and her hair in Rakarth Flesh, and then I did the skin with a wash of Rakelin Flesh Shade, and then I just highlighted the hair up to this nice ghostly white, and it all came out really, really well. Used some Tamiya Clear Red for the blood in her goblet, and just tried to do some good highlighting with the flowers and all the ribbons and everything. So I'm very, very proud of her. Again, that model, I was afraid it would be harder to paint as time passed, because the old colors, I was just so used to the old colors, but I'm really happy with the way she turned out. And the other 10 models I want to show is a unit of Plague Bearers that I've just whipped up. This one, I'm waiting to hear back from the client on, because I haven't really been in contact with him. So if I'm not able to get a hold of him to make sure that these 10 guys get paid up, I might be putting them up in the store on WarbossTaeStudios.com so that I can get them sold off. So if you're interested in these Plague Bearers, then I hope you are interested in this little overview I'm doing on them. And if worse comes to worse and I'm not able to get in touch with my client, I'd love to be able to get rid of them, because they're really stinking up the place. So it's a unit of 10 Plague Bearers. I put them on the round bases. The client didn't care, and I decided that, you know, Age of Sigmar anyways, there's no reason to have square bases anymore. So hey, you get 10 free square bases in every old Warhammer box. But let's take a look at them. You've got your champion here. He's got the little Nurglin sticking out. I tried to, or actually not just tried, I succeeded in painting all of his eyeballs. He's got 3 eyeballs, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to do for the horns. I decided in the end to go with a nice brown, and I contrasted this pale skin color with the Tamiya Clear Red, also some Nurgle's Rot. I found a really gross way of making the pustules and the boils come out is you just highlight them up and then paint them with Nurgle's Rot, and they look really, really gross. As for the ripped skin and all of the open wounds, I did Tamiya Clear Red inside, and then speckled a little bit of Nurgle's Rot inside the clear red. So it kind of looks like it's really bloody, and then there's a little bit of some like snot and gross greenness coming out. Yeah, sorry for the lighting, you guys. I also did some gloss coat on, or art coat on the eyeballs. I did a couple of eyeballs in there, and I think just having some glossy blue eyes popping out just is a great way to add some color. I love his expression. He looks like a Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. Oh, hey, big bird. And here you've got the standard bearer. I didn't have any Nihilak Oxide on me, so I just took some Sotek Green, watered it down, and put those in the recesses, and that's completely fine. It creates that nice, I used to call it verdigris, verdigris, and then I became a teacher, and some nice YouTube commenters were like, it's verdigris, dummy. I've decided to make this guy's head a little bit bloodier on the top because this severed head is going to be bleeding all over him. I tell you, Tamiya Clear Red, mix it up with some Abaddon Black and a dark brown color like Rhinox hide is really a great way to make the blood look like coagulated and clotted and just really great. Tamiya Clear Red again gives a nice red pop to any exposed intestines. And let's look at this guy's expression. I pick these guys' heads for their expressions mostly. You get so many heads in the Plague Bearer kit. It's really, really fantastic. But some of these expressions just look so terrific. I also, you'll notice that I put some Nurglings on the bases. And what I tried to do was make the Nurglings a different color. So this Nurgling is very pale in comparison to his green older brother here. Also for the Plague Bearers, I tried to do a green skin with a pale underbelly, kind of like a toad or a lizard. Some of them, I think one or two of them are completely in pale colors, but here's a guy who's, it looks like that's either his tongue or he's chewing on a maggot, and so I decided to do that up in Xandri Dust and hit it with Nurgle's Rot. These are really, the reason why I'm only showing them now is because they took me so, they took me such a short amount of time to paint. I really didn't, it looked like a lot because all of the colors are so different and contrasting, but it really was not that long to paint at all. I could whip these out pretty quickly, so that's why I'm only showing them now and kind of work on them when the other products or the other projects on my table are kind of making me cross-eyed. I love this guy because the little Nurgling is swinging off of his guts. That is so funny, and the Nurgling is like so happy. His expression is one of just pure joy, and he's just swinging on his guts. And there's this other guy I want to show you, who's like the Nurgling is pulling his guts out, and so I decided to make his expression one of ah, ah, ah. Love it, really good. Yeah, I think this is the other kind of albino guy I've got in the group. I should probably have done one or two more albino guys, but that is okay. I think they still look pretty unified when you put them on the table, all of them together. This guy does not have a pale underbelly at all. He's all completely in green because he's got teeth coming out of his stomach. And the best, oh, this kind of reminds me of, if you remember Little Shop of Horrors, this kind of reminds me of that plant monster because of the sculpt of the, if you notice the, what I'm going to call the lips, his skin as it's peeled back and the teeth are coming out from underneath it, you can see that I decided to go with a little bit of a fleshy color on the skin just to highlight and show where his skin kind of peels away. So it's a little bit pink and it kind of almost creates the illusion of lips. And then I did some Nurgle's Rot coming out of the ends of his little bone pipes there. The rust is basically just the swords, I'll say, are Mornfang Brown, followed by Rizzo Rust, and a wash of Agrax Earthshade. I decided to do this guy's eyes all black, like soulless, completely black, no pupils, and I think it works for him. Most of the other guys have whites and then little black pupils. I love this guy. He's dancing. He's having a great time, just dancing along. The spines I did in Xandri Dust and highlighted with Rackar Flesh. And here's my favorite. It's the fly guy. His eyes are done with corn red and then given a gloss coat. The eyeballs down here are all blue eyeballs and they're kind of facing in different directions. And I love this fly head for some reason. It's so disgusting, but yeah. So basically, happy Spookytoberfest to everybody. I'm working on some of the other ships for my Dreadfleet project. I'm basically finished with the orcs. All I had to do was finish their bases, and there are many other projects I've got on the table, which I will continue to show you guys as we progress into November. And for everybody who's joined in the Google group and has been posting there, thank you so much. I'm really glad we had so many people participating this year in Spookytoberfest, and it's so much fun to watch all of you finish your projects and just progress in your projects. I would love it if you continue, because just like with the May Painting Challenge, you know, a lot of us didn't meet our goals. I'm still working on the Dreadfleet and the Orcs, and if you did not meet your Spookytoberfest goal, I would love if you continue to post in the WarbossTae 2015 Painting Community page, and just continue to post pictures, videos, and update us so that we keep these projects going. I would hate to see some of the projects that you started kind of going away. So I will continue to post up there my videos on Dreadfleet and the Orcs and the Iron Hands and everything else I've got going on. And I hope to continue seeing you guys there. Let's keep the page going. And I know there's so many communities and great projects going on as we continue in the year. So I want to say thank you for following my work, and for posting your own work, and just for inspiring and motivating me to continue. Hey, if you would be interested in picking up these Plague Bearers, because at this point I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a hold of this guy, leave a comment below, and I might put them up in the store at WarbossTaeStudios.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.